Yo 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 yo. Here we go, people. Let's switch to over here. Yo, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, people. How are you doing? Welcome. Is the music a bit loud? I don't know. Let me know if it is. Adjusting that, adjusting this, blah, 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 blah. Here we go. Let's get started. Main account farming. Let's go, finally. It's been ages since we did one. Yo, 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 how you guys doing? This was a really, well, sudden stream. I usually try to plan them a little bit earlier. I try to schedule them a little bit earlier for you guys. However, I was supposed to not have time today to do a stream. And I will be leaving at 4 PM, which is 2 hours from now. But in the end, I was able to do my chores a little bit earlier than I was planning. So we have a little bit of time of farming. So again, we are now on LakuJK. Oh, I am about to pass Chappy. That stings. But yeah, we are on main. We will be hunting the DC Laku staff today. Yes, 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 yes. Hope you get the DC Laku staff today. Thank you very much. I do hope so as well. Why you farm manually when you can use tiny tasks to macro? Eternal Demon, you do that, you will get banned. Eventually, you will get banned. Using macros or scripts, they are not allowed. So, you do that and then you get banned. Why would I want to get banned? Spoiler, I don't want to get banned. Okay, let's start with a couple of crafts, I suppose. We have 60 crystals, so why not? DC Laku staff incoming. Let's go. How's the weekend going for you guys? Been having fun? Yeah. Macros, scripts, anything that does things automatically from you, apart from the in-game auto battle function, will get you banned. So don't use any of those. They will all get you banned. And it can happen. It doesn't matter what wave you are. You can be on 20 million waves. You can be on 30 million waves. If you do that, you will get banned. So you can spend $1,000 in the game, and if you do that, you get banned. So don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you very much. Today's school was worst of the week. How come? What happened? Yeah. Let's craft 6 weapons first, because we are hunting the DC Laku staff, so we'll be just doing weapons. Usually you want to do accessories first, then weapons, but I have done hundreds of accessories, so we can do just weapons and go with this. Hey Federico, hey Josh, hey Karim, hey Hadian. Yeah, I try to stream time to time whenever I have the chance, and we are now a little bit earlier than usually, but it's weekend, so that worked, right? And I think you got a L accessory with double cooldown. Congratulations, that's nice, that's nice, that's nice. Okay, let's math it. It wasn't not something we really need. Fire crit chance, flying, defense skill level. Well, we do not know what the new hero will use. She will likely be fire bow user. But flying damage and defense, do I really want that? I don't think so, so I'm not going to be keeping this. DC Laku bow, no. 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 If we get the DC Laku bow, I will not farm on this account, okay? I probably shouldn't have said that out loud, but yeah, okay. Hope you're having a fun day, Federico. Great to see you. Great to see you. Okay, that was the third one. Lightning, damage reduction, defense. We got a lot of defense skills today. But I don't need those, so we'll... Yo, 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 it's the bagel guy. How you doing? DC Laku swords. I have one, I don't need more, thank you very much. DC Laku bow, please. You don't want me to stream? Oh boy. I'm getting hated already. We have been live for 7 minutes, I'm already getting hated. Look at DMs. Oh my, you have 3 DCD IQ swords? Holy crap. That's... wow. Just wow, that's wow. DCD IQ bow lover. Well, you are the first one, I guess. Oh, holy crap, that is hot coffee. Whew. Okay, it's been a while since I farmed on main. My pure reside cooldown is 6.12. Someone asked that. And this is the lowest I can go with max 25 plus 1 CDEs in the build. And this abomination of a DCD IQ accessory. If I get any kind of DCD IQ staff, basically I will go below 6 seconds, which is my goal. I really want to go below 6 seconds. All the cool guys are below 6 seconds, and I am not, so I want to be there. I want to be there as well. Yeah. The build hasn't changed, so this is my good old dragon farming build. So we'll be just doing some bone dragon today. 1.21 million defense right now on bone dragon, no DC IQ staff, so maybe we can change that. Let's see. It's fun to actually be able to like speed farm again. Like that looks so much better than the 15-ish seconds you have to do on the alt. All reliable, yeah. If it works, why change it? If it works, why change it? Cool guys? Yeah, all the cool guys, they have better DCD IQs. What stage do you need to be to beat the Bone Dragon, and what level of hero? Well, I started to farm the Bone Dragon on my Lightning Downotcher alt account. You can find the journey, by the way, linked in the description. It's called the Noob to Pro Journey or something like that. It's a playlist containing all the videos. You can kill him like 500,000, 600,000 waves. Well, it really depends how you play. The wave level is usually a really poor indicator on when you can do or can't do something. It really depends how you play, but I was able to like kill him around like 500,000-600,000 waves. But it was really slow. I probably could have done it earlier if I pushed to that direction, but it doesn't make any sense. It was really slow, and I really started to like do some farming on the Bone Dragon around 850,000 waves and above. And once I get to the million wave, like where we are now on that account, now I'm starting to like really farm Bone Dragon. So you probably want to wait until like 900,000 waves, realistically. I can kill him in 207,000 waves, but it takes too much time. Yeah, exactly. Like, you can likely do it much earlier as well. But, like, especially if you build your account towards killing the Bone Dragon in mind only. But it doesn't really make any sense because it will be super slow at that wave level. Unless you, like, replay waves for a year, which is also a really stupid thing to do if you want to play the game in any normal way. Why are you using Sir Gerald on Dragon? Do you mean Edward? The leader? I have a question regarding the skill. Slow monsters take 10% damage, work on boss and Bone Dragon. It doesn't work. It doesn't work on bosses or dragons. No, they cannot be slowed. I think the icon appears on top of the dragon, but that is a bug. It doesn't. It's just a visual bug. It doesn't work. Yeah, Edward is here because of the 10% attack on units on the field. So this buffs your other leader. So this would also buff summon units, but we don't use summon units. But this does give Sarah a damage boost. Like, you can visually see if you first have just Sarah and you look at the damage amount in here, and then you equip Edward in your build, you can see visually that the amount becomes bigger. So she gets more damage. Well, yeah, there's witches as well. However, the witches do nothing. They don't do anything. Is it recommended to use Dark Skeleton when using Downotcher build? Yes. Yes, always. If you use Town Archers, you should always have Dark Skeleton in your build with the middle promotion, so that you can get the buffs for your Town Archers. Both of these buffs. If you use Town Archers for damage and you don't have Dark Skeleton, then you are really nerfing your build. A lot. We don't want to do that, right? Also gonna farm a bit later, hopefully get the 25 CD cap. Where are you now? How many do you have? What runes do you have on Sarah? We can see. So, I have attack speed runes in here, because this is an old bow that I used on my Bowmaster in the very old physical summon meta. So I just haven't re-runed it. Attack speed is not a useless for Sarah, but usually you would want to have, well, 2 poison stacks at least in total, and then boss damage is a bit better. Well, I do have boss damage on both items, so that kind of evens it out, I suppose. But yeah, attack speed, boss damage, and poison stacks. That's what you want for Sarah. No, physical build. Welcome back, Omniscient. Welcome back. A physical summon was nerfed a couple of years ago, really hard. It's not something you want to run right now. You want to run early game either pure Town Archers or Town Archers and Lightning. One of those two. Yo, Dizzy, how you doing? Good morning. Hey, Pajama. Great to see you as well. What do I feel like? I need to sneeze. I'm allergic to farming. How fun. Oh, not too bad, little hangover. Had a nice night. Worth it, I guess. Worth it. I plan to do that. I plan to be in your position tomorrow, so we'll see. Did you go to clubbing? Fair enough, yeah. What wave do you switch off from Lightning build? Well, I switched at 1 million waves. You can do it at 1 million waves, you can do it at 500,000 waves, you can do it at 2 million waves. It really depends what you want to do. Realistically, 1 million wave is a really good point to do that, because at that point you are ready to farm Bone Dragon and Poison gives you better farming. So 1 million would be better. Why advanced buff doesn't work for other heroes? Because it says units on the field. This is important, on the field. On the field means the units literally on the field. And the units on the castle, they are on the castle, they are not on the field. Small things. TA. I guess TA could kind of should be considered on the field, but it's behind the castle. So it's a different. The grind is going great, Nate. Thank you for asking. Well, we just got started, so no drops yet. That's a little bit yikes. Just want to say, go touch grass. No. When update? Well, I mean, we are ready, right? Any day now, please. I'm really ready for the beta. I am. I'm not sure when it's gonna be dropping. Who knows? Maybe it's tomorrow. Maybe it's in a week. Maybe it's in a month. Who knows? Hey Pyro. Hey Geo. How you guys doing? Someone asked, oh, you went out with a friend, Dizzy? That's nice. That's nice. I mean, that's the best. If you ask me, that's the best. Well, not the best. The best thing is to go to a cabin in the woods with the sauna, chill, swim, do some sauna, drink, some music. That's the best, but yeah. Yeah, someone asked, what does the static orb do? So static orb makes the enemy take damage from the attacks on whoever is using the static orb based on the enemy's HP. So they will always take 0.9% of the enemy's HP. So if the enemy has 100 HP in total, it has way more. But if it has 100 HP and you have 1% roll on this, the enemy will always take 1%, or like 1 damage for each hit, until it reaches 50% of HP, and then it doesn't work anymore. But that means it scales infinitely with your wave. So no matter if the enemy has 10 trillion HP, it will still deal 1%. I'm starting to think I will probably never even try to get that to max again. Just for the sake of having non-maxed static orb. Right now. Hey, I managed to do 20 million waves without. Why would I need one? Jump scare? Well, it's the first E item of the day. It's an IQ item, so maybe that's a good omen. Stun, attack speed, physical damage. If this was a stun or +1 summon unit, for example, it would be a really decent item. Should have been a bow? No. How about no, my friend? How about no? Okay, let's math that. We don't need that. That's 3 dust. Hey, Nemesis. All my orbs? Ooh, yikes. Ooh, almost back-to-back drops. It's really bad. Like, this is a terrible item. There's nothing good about this item. But it's a second item. So, we'll take it. 3 dust. How can I watch so much ad? It's so much boring and disturbing to me. You don't really have to do that many ads. What wave are you at, Rayhan? Gold doesn't matter if you have 4-second pure wizard. That is also true. Fair point. Can you imagine the Skeleton King get a rework where he can summon immortal skeletons and fight for you every 5 to 8 seconds? So you mean like he will be constantly summoning more and more immortal skeletons throughout the wave? That sounds extremely broken. Kinda nice, but it's extremely broken. I wonder if the Skeleton King would summon like projectile throwing units, like skeletons, like archers or something, if he would be more viable right now. Or even like Edward, because the physical summons really suffer from having to walk physically to the enemy. So maybe, I don't know, skeleton mages, I don't know. Maybe we would get something like that from the Skeleton King. That would be kind of cool. And or maybe a stronger synergy between the Witch's skeletons and the Skeleton King would be also nice. But yeah. I'm the dude who got the DC deck. Congratulations. I hate you. No, I don't. Congratulations. Damn. Beta is soon. Beta is always soon. Seventh E-tier item craft. Holy crap, that is nice. How do you download beta when it comes out? You just have, you have to download it. There will be a link and you will download it, and then you will have to install it on your device, an APK file. I will add that link in my Discord in the announcements whenever the beta becomes available. So if you're in my Discord, you won't miss it. I will post it in the announcement channel with the link as soon as it becomes available. Don't worry. Is it worth to farm the Legend Dragon? Yes. Yes. I did 55,000 defense on the Legend Dragon on my latest account, so it's worth it at least until you get like decent L items for your damage dealers and also double cooldown items for Pure Wizard and Necromancer. So if you get double cooldown items for both item slots, L tier with flat cooldown rolls, then you are pretty much good to go and you don't really need to do much Legend Dragon anymore at that point. But until that, it's really, really worth it. What level heroes? Okay. Sarah, 600,000. Let's make that 605. Because why not? No, 606. That's nice. Succubus, 915,000. You can probably guess which one I like more. Succubus or Sarah. Yeah, we're about to reach 1 million at some point. I could probably just push her to 1 million, but I don't know. Bowmaster is 600,000 as well. In wave build, Goblin is 743,000. It's been a while since I leveled this. The last thing I did was pushing Town Archers to 3 million. I put the level up lock in. I don't want to ruin the Town Archer level just yet, if I can avoid it. We'll see how long I can get away with that. Can't you like test stuff in betas? If so, it means I can test different builds I could potentially use once I can. Yes. You can like level up your units in any way you want in beta. You can get any runes you want in beta. Only thing you can't get in beta is items. So you have to just use the items that you have on your account. Well, you can farm, of course, if you want to, but it doesn't really make any sense because you can't keep any good drops. What level to farm Forgotten Dungeon? Maybe that will make an appearance one day. But it's not an actual place right now, for those wondering. It's just the placeholder image. There's delightfully a lot of you, even though it was on such a short notice. I really appreciate all of you being here. Thank you very much. E-item next one. Go. Must be the next one, right? Must be the next one. Sarah needs to be higher, trust me. I mean, it's not that I don't trust you, I just... Well... Why? Tell me why, tell me why, tell me why. 1 million succubus sounds like such a sweet deal. It's hard to say no to that. New boss monster next update? Yeah, hopefully. I'm really hoping for the cactus boss, but we see. I don't really know. I don't think we have any official information. I just hope we actually get something. Any boss. But I would really love to fight the cactus. And I would like it to be insanely hard as well. What builds should I use to kill the Legend Dragon? Depends which build you are using now for waving. If you're using Lightning and Down Archers, check out the description. There is a legendary dragon. Let's see if this works. There should be a legendary dragon build video linked in there, in the lightning video section. Maybe that doesn't work. Let's try the dragon command. I forgot the command again. I should have it in a command as well. Okay, there's a legendary dragon video linked in the chat right now. I hope that is the lightning down archer version. Sarah's contribution in waving is very difficult to capture. Only vapor hour will be the proof. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, the thing I will do is that I will make Sarah higher than Bowmaster. They are kind of equal right now. Or DLA. The single best thing I can do now for my Vapor Hour is the DC Dagger Staff. Flying Boss Monster. Flying Boss Monster would be kinda interesting. Maybe. It would give also lightning units an advantage. Who knows? How about new hero Ignis, the boss killer for fire? I do hope that she is a boss killer, but I think there's rather high chance that she will be a area unit, which kind of sucks if that's the case. When should I start farming runes for items? Once you have some decent items, and yeah, once you have some decent items is the real answer. And once you can like almost like insta kill the beginner dungeon, then you can farm your attack speed runes and also one of hero damage skill level, one of damage skill level runes as well. So probably once you are at like 50,000 waves and you can start having a quite decent amount of LTR items as well. But that's not really a recommendation that you need to wait until 50,000 waves. Like if you get, for example, let's say you get an S tier bow or accessory for your town archers. So do I have any examples in here? So let's say you pull something like this, for example, with a double critical damage S tier accessory. Then no matter, ignore the runes, that's horrible. No matter what your wave level, if you can beat the beginner dungeon, get 2 attack speed runes for this item. But higher rolls than this one. Go for like 8% or more. At any given point, you can, if you get an item like this, it's worth to farm the runes. I don't know, I don't have any other information. Like, nothing is confirmed. Nothing is confirmed. We have only thrown ideas to developer and he will or will not hear us. But nothing is confirmed. The only thing that's really confirmed is the 2 heroes. That is the literal only single thing that is confirmed about the update. Will your setup work on waving without Goblin? For anything below Devil Horn 5, it will. For Devil Horn 5, it can work, but you would have to replace Goblin with someone else. Most likely then it would be Poseidon. Maybe Ice Sorceress. I never got her to work properly in DH5 myself. But yeah. I will try in beta for sure, different options instead of Goblin, but the Goblin, unless something changes, Goblin is just so absolutely broken for crown damage in waving. Like, the damage output from Goblin is just crazy. Like, if you can use Goblin, if you can handle the mana, there's really not much reasons to not using Goblin. TA Arrow is gonna be invisible in low-end device, they've confirmed. I think he's confirmed that he's working on something affecting the performance on lower-end devices. I'm not sure if he 100% confirmed invisible arrows. But yeah, that's probably gonna be the thing. When are you moving from Lightning TA to Poison TA? I already did it. It's done. Nacho is waving on Poison TA. It was the last live stream. You can check it, you can re-watch it on my channel. You go to my channel page and there's the live section. You can see all the previous live streams in there. Have I really gotten no E items since those two? Like, really? Half Discord players are here. Where is the other half? Get in here! Get in here! You will be sorry that you missed the chance to see me getting a DC Laku staff from Bone Dragon. 140 star, what should I take in the skill tree for Bone build? I use Bowmaster and Physical TA as damage dealer. I would recommend checking out the... If you check the description, the first link you can see, it's a Bone Dragon build for Lightning TA. Just ignore the lightning things in there, and that's what you want to do. Like, what you need in your skill tree for dragons. If you have Physical, you have Bowmaster, and you have TA. You need the TA nodes, and you need the Physical tree. After that, the only thing you want is the Pointed Bone for more crit chance for your heroes. The sword nodes in every single skill tree. Like, all of the sword nodes in every tree. And the witch node, so you can get more damage per witches. And these poison nodes in here. That's all. If that's what you use, then you don't need anything else. I'm excited for a new update. I want to be excited as well. Dungeons are boring, I agree. Dungeons are boring. I can kill you one dungeon. Are you ready, Nightic? Here we go. You'll miss it if you blink. There we go. Dungeon done. Yay. What minimum wave can you switch to poison? There really isn't a minimum wave that when you can switch to poison. If you go to full poison. Like, if you go to full poison and not poison lightning TA. If you go to full poison TA, then there's no minimum. You can do it from the beginning. However, I personally preferred waving with lightning TA until 1 million. And now that, well, once you start farming Bone Dragon, then it's a good deal to switch to poison because you get better farming. But ultimately, you can do it earlier. The only thing you need to worry about is leveling your poison heroes instead of the lightning heroes. If all of your units are just level 10,000 right now, it's really easy point to switch. If the lightning units are higher than 10,000, then you need to do some math. Do you need to reset them? Do you have access to reset tickets or not? And so on. But if you are now waving with one build, we will likely get 3 reset tickets with the new update that's coming soon. So I would wait right now. If you are not in absolute hurry, I would wait right now and see what we get. Because who knows, we might get... Poison might be nerfed, for all what we know. Or lightning might be nerfed, or Our Nazis might be nerfed. Who knows? I hope not, but who knows? So I would just wait right now. How soon is soon? It's soon. Is it also better for Legend Dragon farming? Well, technically yes, but Legend Dragon farming is gonna be fast anyway, even with Lightning TA. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. And like, Lightning early game is just like brain dead super easy. Wow, we got an E-drop. Let's go, chat. I have worse luck on this account than on Nacho. If TA is nerfed, a lot would suffer. It is true. It is true. But do we just wanna see the world burn for a while? See everyone panic. Just like when physical summon was nerfed. There was a panic. What are you aiming for? I'm aiming for a staff with double cooldown lines and an IQ line. So I'm aiming for a staff version of this item. Should I upgrade my items first or my heroes? Well, heroes, but if you get a really good item that you will be using for a long time, it's worth upgrading it then. Are you not in a guild? I am. It just looks like I'm not, because the banner. If you wanna join ST guilds, by the way, I will link our Discord in the chat. You can apply there. Wink, wink. Maybe. There we go. No TA, no game. Well, we went a long time with no TA builds. Maybe it's time to go back. The difference between gold and silver reset tickets is that with the gold ticket you get 100% of your gold back. And with a silver ticket you only get 90%. So you lose 10% of the gold invested. Yeah, I'm just in a sub guild, chilling for this season, and likely will return to SD, well, main guild or SD2 for the next season. How many poison damage stack runes should I put on Sarah? At least 2. I think 2 is pretty sweet spot, and you can also do that completely free because you can just put 1 on each item. So you'd have to pay boxes for additional runes. It will get you far. Any new update news yet? Yeah, soon. Aussies gamble, 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 gamble. Nacho is progressing, by the way. I think. Ooh. I mean, the E-line is horrible. Double crit chance fire is pretty good item, though. I think I'll keep it, even though I probably have similar ones. Hopefully the update comes at like late July. Yeah, we are kind of starting to be in late July, I believe, right? Well, it was supposedly it was scheduled for the end of the month, and well, there's what 6 days left for this month. So Hellmode TA, I think you only need 1 crit chance line really for Hellmode. It could be used on town cannons as well for IC. It could be used on Goblin. It's really good Goblin item. The E-line is bad, but it doesn't make the item entirely bad. So I'm gonna keep it. I will well, it might be good for the new hero as well. But, yeah. Don't you have triple crits? I have some. For TA, I don't really... Like, my TA, my hell mode TA still have no crit chance lines, because, well, I don't have TA runes. And for the cannons, for IC, I just use the same items as for my waving. So yeah, I will not be needing that for that purpose. And right now, for Goblin, I am running... Well, I'm running crit chance, double attack speed. But... yeah. But I'm running triple crit in the hammer. I did update the item counter, right? Yes, I did. Should we count the items kept? Yes! I think I will just throw that on some... Okay, someone... What type of an item was it? I will just throw... What do we have in here? Ooh, double crit, fire damage, bonus gold. Let's go. I will just throw it in here. What was it? Was it an... No, it wasn't this one. Pretty nice, by the way. Double poison CD. It was this one. Okay, I'll just throw it in here so it doesn't take any space in my bag. And forget it exists. I should go through all the heroes at some point. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of work, so... Not really looking forward to that. Do I need like 170 skill points to be able to use Goblin? Yeah, likely. Likely, because you will need... Well, I forgot already. How many points do you have, DC? But yeah, you will need the fire tree, the goblin nodes, and, well, the fire nodes as well. And you will also need the powder node. Well, the powder nodes, I guess you can temporarily leave out if you don't have the points, but they are pretty good boost for your goblin, so you also want those. Don't ask why I have the fire nodes in the dragon build. Don't ask and I won't tell. The gamble in the chat is just for all the gamble addicts who got here, who crawl here and emerge from their caves to do some more gambling. So it's a healthy way to beat their addiction. Crazy how gunpowder node is in the ice tree. Yeah, well, Elizabeth also benefits from that, for example, and Elizabeth is a ice hero, so I guess it's mainly meant for that, because the next nodes from the gunpowder nodes are then the Elizabeth nodes over here. So that is the reason. It just happens to help Goblin as well. See you next time, user. See you next time. Have a great weekend. I think we could pump up the drop rate a little bit, thank you very much, because only 4 items so far is not that much. And I would rather have like 20 items for this session. So that would be like 10 items per hour. Right now we are really behind our schedule for that. Yikey. Did I miss something important? Ask me again, please, if I missed something. I'm not trying to ignore you. Yeah, with current backspace, yeah. I would love if we would get an increased backspace. So that I would hoard more items that I will never use. Race luck. Do you guys want to race? Yeah, I did say don't use the witches promotion. Yeah, you really should just have them unpromoted like this. That's absolutely correct. The truth is, at my level, it doesn't really make much difference because, well, the dragon just dies even before the summons really happen. 27 seconds. Is that on 2x game speed or 3x game speed? If that's on 2x game speed, then you can probably get started slowly with the farming. Just pop a 3x ad. But if that's on 3x game speed, I would wait a little bit more. Nah, I don't lie to Veer. I genuinely try to help. I have no reason to troll anyone. It's 2x, okay, then you can get started. Like, with 3x game speed, you can get started. Like, personally, that's what I would do. 21-second kill time on 2x. That's really decent. Yeah. Can't race yet. I removed half my skill tree on dragon build. Yo, what's going on? It's the only way to keep me from trying to farm with 40 seconds kill time. I see. This game is pay to win, right? It really depends what you want to achieve. Come on. Why flying damage? Why bad node? Bad E-line. Why? Like Eternal Demon, I just made a... Well, at the beginning of the year, I made a free-to-play account. Completely free-to-play. It's now a bit over 1 million waves in. You can find it, the playlist on that account's progression linked in the description if you want to check it out. But yeah, you can play free to play. But if you want to realistically, like, let's say if you want to compete for the top 1 position, you need to spend a little bit at least. Yeah, another crit would have been nice in there. And maybe a CD, like even with the flying damage, if it had a CDE line, I would have kept it. But right now, it's just not better than double crit with boss damage, for example, or a triple crit. Well, to be honest, I don't even think I have a triple crit bow. I have terrible luck with bows, it seems. But yeah, boss damage for bow is much better than flying damage. I have 12 seconds kill time on bone at 2x game speed. I still take 8Gs for XP dungeon. Yes, it does, yeah. The contrast is... It's not even funny. It's not even funny. No triple crit bow. Hey. Mr. Retired. My TA are nearly at 10k. What orb do I put on them? You put the power orb. The power. The power. You hear me? It's a really nice boost for your town archers, especially like for farming, for example, as well. If you are getting Ready for Legend Dragon, getting the power orb for Town Archers at 10k can help you a lot with the kill time. You just have to make sure you reach Town Archer node section with your dragon hunting build. Wow. Rolled actually 1. We should make some sort of a rule, like command exception, that if you roll a 1, you will get timed out for 30 minutes. Be shame on you, Pajama. 1? Is 19.7 damage increase good? Yes, it's really good. It's really good. If you are that close to max, you don't have to worry about rerolling. Like, as long as you get 15% or more for the starters, you are good to go. But yeah, like realistically, I could reroll this to get like 1% more damage. But you don't need to get maxed orbs to be able to run the game. You don't. But 19.7 is insane for the first roll. What is better for Town Cannon, Town Archer crit damage or damage fighter? Crit damage. Well, for TA you want a balance because you can't ultimately get 3 critical damage lines. You want both critical damage and damage lines for your Town Archers. For S items, it's easy to just go 2 lines for each. For LIE items, it kind of depends what you get. Yeah, you don't really need to min-max your... Let's see, my luck orb is quite nice. 23.4 out of 25, so that is pretty nice. Agility, 36 out of 40, which is also nice. Like, they are... Critical damage only 90%, for example. Well, it's above 50%. It's above the half rolls. But still, there's like 10% room in there. I think my poison is 23 out of 25, so that's also really nice. But like half of them are like something I would eventually need to reroll if I really want to min-max things. 97.1 crit damage, that is nice. That is nice. Any information about the new update? It's gonna be soon. That's pretty much all the information we have. You should gamble for higher roll. At some point, perhaps. Perhaps, mayhaps. Ooh, I won crystals, let's go. What the heck do I have that many crystals? 1 tower slot empty. There really isn't a reason. The only reason the towers are in for the CDE slots, so the only thing they do is that. And in here I only have 1 actually. The only thing why I want them is for the CDE lines, except for the worm, who does decent damage, the Bone Dragon. So yeah, there could be some, like any other tower as well with the CDE lines, if you can get. I remember you recommend using a shortcut so you don't have to press all your hero skills every time. Well, you have to press them anyway. Whether you use a keyboard or whether you use a mouse, you have to press them all one by one anyway. Hey Kava, welcome for the first time. How are you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. Yeah, 5 damage. I think we could throw some other... I think I have some ECD items on my turret, so we can just do that. Now it's not empty anymore. Is it better now? Yeah, the crystals, the gambles, the crystals are like channel loyalty points that you get from chatting, just like in Twitch as well. And you can use the gamble to gamble more of them. They have no other purpose. I'm not even sure if I could make any function for them. If someone knows I could do that in YouTube, let me know. In Twitch, I guess you can like spend points for highlighting your messages or maybe for a soundboard and stuff like that. But I don't know if that's even possible in YouTube. I have no idea, and how many 7s is that? If you press one button that activates all your heroes, that means you are using macro, effectively, or script, or whatever you want to call it, and that is not allowed. So if you do that, and you farm with that, you will get banned. So don't do that. So you have to do, even if you play with your keyboard, you have to have just one button for one interaction. So you have to have one button for each different hero. Then you can use keyboard. But if it's just one button, then it's not allowed. Is it better to switch? Switch to what? Oh, I'm blind. There's literally a question about that message. Sorry, I'm blind. I'm super blind. I just dropped a double damage and boss damage ring. What can I use it on? I'm hesitating on putting it on my DLA, but I have a double crit chance and lightning damage. Double crit chance, lightning damage is better for your DLA than the double damage and boss damage. You should definitely save that double damage and boss damage for potential, for example, Town Archer use later on, because boss damage does work on Town Archers, and it can be pretty decent. Right now, you can either save it or you can use it for Zeus, for example, as well, depending what you have on Zeus. But yeah, double crit chance, lightning damage is better that you currently have. It's good for mobile players, no ban until like I was gonna use auto clicker. Yeah, no matter if you play on mobile or PC or your washing machine to play the game, if you use macros, then eventually that will lead to getting banned. I wonder if you could code your, you know those like fridges, refrigerators that have like a screen on it? Could you run growcastle on that? That would be nice. Welcome back. No, nothing really great. Double crit chance, fire damage accessory with bad E-line. That is the only thing. How do they know? Well, you can keep on doing if you want and find out, because, well, I've been playing for a while, and I have seen my fair share of people getting banned for using macros. I have a double critical boss damage accessory for TA for when I'm pro enough to not really need to rely on TA for mob clearing. Also, if you can have a spare rune, then it's great for farming as well. Have you ever used macro? For growcastle, no. I have not used macros. Dragon? Yes. Hey, welcome. Yo. Any weekend plans, guys? Any weekend plans? Anyone else planning on being hungover? Coffee? Shoot, I forgot to drink the last of it. It's really cold now. Look at this wonderful pink mug. Can you show a damage report? Absolutely. Going to mall? That's nice. College? Yikes. Well, it's worth it. Even if it doesn't feel like it, it's worth it. I remember a time when I thought macro was short for macaroni. Damn. My sweet, sweet summer child. What you planning on getting from the mall? Some shopping? I'm going to a surprise birthday party for a very good friend. We are going to make barbecue and airsoft. Wow. That does sound like a blast. I hope you have a great weather. Why is your worm so OP? Well, there's a lot of things in here boosting worm. The tower building, the tower altar, which gives you passively 30% more attack for towers. Then we have, well, stone. If I would actually cast stone, that will also help a lot. But mainly, I just have pretty good items as well on my worm. So that's also part of the reason. Is Ice Smither Fire Resist good? The Ice Smither rune, the only thing it does, it adds a slow effect to the meteor. Also works on solar as well. So it's just, you can use it as a small crowd control bonus as well for Townmaster Hell mode, for example, when you use solar. But that's the only thing the Ice Meteor does. My only plan is just getting 25 CDE because I have no money. That is a very good plan, my friend. That's a plan that keeps on rewarding you for a long time. You get to 25, you're set. Boom. You go and buy a new t-shirt. Well, it's nice for a couple of days, couple of weeks, and then you need to buy a new one. But getting to 25 CDEs, boom. It's eternal. What wave can I kill Legend Dragon? It really depends. Like, if we talk about farming Legend Dragon, usually between... I probably say a different wave level every time, but 80,000 to 100,000 waves is when you can start farming the Legend Dragon. Does the game become boring once you reach endgame and basically one-shot Bone Dragon? Like, what are your objectives for the future? Yeah, well, I did a video a while ago about why am I not getting bored in the game. And yeah, you need to like set small goals for yourself because yeah, essentially you just one-shot things and you run the highest level Devil Home, blah blah blah, what is there for you to do. So I had 3 goals at that point. I want to get 20 million waves, I wanted to get 1 million Bone Dragon defense, and I want to get a DCD IQ staff. The only thing I haven't gotten yet is the DCD IQ staff. So that's currently what's kept me going. However, once I achieve that on this account, there's nothing really interesting me for the end game. For some people it's hell mode, but hell mode is literal hell for me. I don't enjoy hell mode, so I don't really see myself becoming any more into hell mode once I get everything I need from the Bone Dragon. So either we get something new from the update that will keep me interested in the main account, or I will just keep on focusing more on Cloud Nacho, which is the free-to-play account that's currently on 1 million waves right now. It really depends. But yeah, you need to set some small objective for yourself, because there's literally nothing in the game after 5 million waves or so. The game doesn't really change. Between 5 million and 20 million waves, nothing much really changes. How was the Poison TA last Nacho stream? Pretty decent. You can check the stream on my channel. It's a watchable video, the entire stream. But yeah, it's pretty decent. It's faster now, a little bit, to farm the Bone Dragon. And Nacho now has, I think, 23,000 defense on Bone Dragon. A bit over 23,000. Greatest motivation for endgame players is either helping the community or trolling the community. It's usually the latter, yeah. That's a very, very spot on point. Where can I find a Poison TA build for early game? There really isn't an up-to-date video for that, I believe. But essentially the build is the same, so if you check my previous livestream, the build will be, well, kind of the same, even though you won't be using a gold build. Maybe I'll do an early game version of the Poison TA build at some point, but I just really wouldn't really recommend maybe doing that. Either I would go for pure TA or Lightning TA for the early game. But yeah, there really isn't, I think there isn't an up-to-date video. Is the crystals and reset or keep 0 when lose? You mean the gamble in chat? You keep on earning more as long as you just keep on watching and chatting. But if you lose all, then you will be at 0 until you earn more from the chatting again. And also you don't have to gamble with all. Like if you want to gamble with just 1000 crystals, for example, you can just write gamble and 1000, like I did in the chat right now. The gamble all gambles, I think there's a max. Well, I thought it was 1 million, but maybe it's 10 million. I don't know what is the max. With early game Poison getting more popular, we now have 3 viable early game builds, which is 3 times more than in the old metas. That is true. That is true. So what, do I need to start a Poison Nacho new account and do Poison TA from the beginning? And record that one as well? Where are my drops? Bro. 5 E items. What is this? Poison Nacho. What is this? Let's shuffle the treasures. I'm sure this helps. The game will get absolutely confused. And now I get more drops. Trust me. I also haven't gotten an E item as well. I wonder how does this work? Did we suddenly get nerf drop rates? Shadow nerf on the drop rates. I did a couple of dungeons. There we go. It works. It just works. You shuffle, you confuse the game. It doesn't know what to do anymore and it gives you E-items. Every time it works 100% of the time. Are the golem gems good in higher and higher waves? No. The gem golems are pretty terrible. The main thing that makes them even more terrible is that they take a treasure slot, and your treasure slots are really valuable because they are extremely limited. So you need to use other things in there. They are unfortunately really bad. And even if you use Golem Master to get the gem golems, they are still really bad. They just don't do... They just don't do anything. In some points, you can use them in your Hell mode build. The Ice Gem Golems are decent for ground control, for freezing enemies. But that's pretty much the only place you will find usage for them. Let's see if we would be getting a Golem Master update with the new update, because a lot of people have been asking. Like, there we go, another E-drop. Yeah, this just works. Boom. They are bad, but it gives me more dust. Like, a while ago I did like a poll of different heroes, what would people wanna see, which hero would people wanna see updated or getting revamped most, and Golem Master was by far the #1 option in that poll. So a lot of people would like to see Golem Master becoming better, I guess. Yeah, summon builds are not worth right now. Unless something changes for the summons in the next update, summon builds are just not great. Switching from lightning to poison, you can basically do it at any point, but you just have to somehow get the goal to level up your Succubus and Sarah instead of your Zeus and Thor. And, well, Succubus is a strong hero, but with extremely high cooldown on Pure Wizard, she won't be that strong because she's really dependent on her ability. And if you don't have the ability on, then she does a lot less damage. But technically you can switch anytime you want. So if you want to switch from Lightning TA to Poison TA, watch the previous live stream on my channel. I go through resetting the heroes, setting up the build, setting up the skill tree, wave variations, all of that in that. So it would be exactly the same thing for you as well. How much dust do you have? 600, a bit over 600 right now. Once we hit 60 white crystals, we can craft 6 items again. Maybe we are lucky. We weren't in the beginning of this stream, but maybe we are lucky towards the end. What should I do to gain coins? I'm losing coins whenever I auto battle. If you are losing coins whenever you auto battle, well, there's a guide about setting a gold build in the description, but if you are in early game, you should just get the worthless coin and use free auto battle. Another E-drop. The curse is lifted. Let's go. It's also a really bad item. It's a really bad item. But it's 3 dust, so we'll take it. So we take it. Do you ever plan to get top 1 trophy? Probably not. Trophies don't really interest me. In most cases, you need to spend money to get the trophies, and I try to keep on spending as little as possible in the game. I could save up for eternity and I get orange crystals with red crystals from Hell mode, But even in that case, it wouldn't be guaranteed I would be getting a trophy because, well, I'm sure there will be someone who wants to block me whenever I wanna even attempt that, and I would end up having to spend money anyway. I don't really, they don't really interest me. Trophies don't really interest me personally. I do nothing with trophies. Another drop. Where were you in the beginning, in the first hour of the stream? It's another really bad item. That's another 3. Another 3 dust. Hey, welcome. I don't understand the question in Japanese. Hello? Konnichiwa? Can you translate? Can someone translate it for me? I don't know if it's a question or greeting. I don't understand. I feel like Iced TA is really underrated and not just used right. The problem is that it just has way less damage. Like, Taunatsus are like the strongest unit in the game right now, and with the ice bow, they are just doing a lot less damage. That's the opposite. That's the sad thing. Oh, I started playing growcastle again recently. Welcome back. Even though I can't understand the Japanese. I would say that in Japanese, but I have no idea. I could also say it in Finnish. Tervetuloa takaisin, but I don't think that helps. Why don't you open blue boxes? Maybe I'll just go through them all at some point. Well, I don't really... Like, you don't really gain much from the blue boxes anyway. Like, yeah, I could get a couple of hours time out of battle or a couple of boxes, maybe. Maybe I'm just hoping they will be improved in the future in some way. I don't know. And the reason I'm not using the item boxes... Well, we can use one for rune. Yeah. I think... Well, now my point is gonna be completely ruined. Now my point is completely ruined. This was supposed to be something like gold per hit or something. Okay, we'll take this for sure. Okay, we'll take this. Let's do another one then. Okay, that's a little bit better one. So yeah. What the heck? Okay, yeah. Let's save. When you get something good, you save the game. Remember, people, you save the freaking game. The reason I'm saving boxes was... The thing was that what I was gonna say is the reason I'm saving boxes... Well, maybe I don't need this many boxes. But you need quite a lot of them in order to apply runes for your items. For every E item, the second rune will cost you 14 boxes. And someone good with math, 14, like ultimately 14 times like 28 boxes per hero times 14, 15, 16, 17. How many boxes is that? It's a lot of boxes. It's a lot of boxes. Did you pay for no ads? What do you mean for no ads? $14 times 2 times 16? Yeah, how much is that? 420? It's a nice number, I'll take that. So yeah, let's just go with it. You need 420 boxes eventually to rune up your items. And not to count the items that you will replace in the future, so realistically you will need even more. So you need a lot of boxes. And I don't buy boxes. I have never bought boxes. I don't plan on buying boxes, so I just need to save them from the rewards. And that's why I do keep some in my reserve all the time. Did you buy the 3x game speed? Yes. Yes, that one I did, yes. The only thing I'm paying about the game right now is buying the 30 days 3x game speed every month on this main account. Is there any ads in that game? No. This game, one of the greatest thing about this game is there's really little amount of ads. Like, you can watch some daily to get some 3x game speed if you want to. You don't have to. And like, if you do a wave, then after the wave ends, you will get an ad pop up in here. And that's... It doesn't even look like an ad. You don't have to touch this. You can just close it. You don't have to watch it. Oh. My shoulders are killing me, bro. Rainmaker, at 6,000 waves, you should be using the wordless coin. And you should be using it probably until 500, 600, 700,000 waves. If you don't get any ads, the first thing I would try is restarting the device completely. The second thing I would try is going to your phone or emulator settings, whichever you're using, and find the Google settings in there and reset your Google advertisement ID. There should be an option for that in your settings, in the device settings. And if you reset that, that sometimes helps. Sometimes just restarting the app helps. Sometimes restarting the emulator helps. Did you also try the advertisement ID thing? Just joined the stream and thought you bought 3x on Cloud Zone. Yeah, we won't be doing that. As tempting as that would be, especially for farming purposes, it would be a bliss. But yeah, that would ruin the free-to-play experience, so we are not doing that. You did? Okay. Have you ever had any ads, Headbur? Like, ever? Still no E-items? 900 defense? I feel you. I feel you, brother. Stay strong. Surely, the game is preparing an awesome E-item for you. It's probably gonna be something like MP cost, gold per hit, flat damage, mimic chance item, or something like that. I remember getting old as when I played a little bit in 2018. Well, that's a long time ago. Any chance you might be using maybe a VPN, or maybe you are in a country that's for some reason blocks ads, for example? Yeah, you can also try VPN for the ads if it doesn't work. I didn't mean to do that, my friend. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I feel you. Mimic chance bow. Well, it's 3 dust. It's 3 dust. That was a close one. That was a close one. Hey, Osama. We still have like 30 minutes left. Plenty of time to get the DCD IQ. We are at 60 crystals. Should we craft? Double gold per hit isn't real. It can't hurt you. I wonder if I think I deleted my double gold per hit item quality staff. Wow. Karma. Instant karma. And it's a bitch. In my lightning build, what do I prioritize to upgrade? Town Archers, Zeus, Thor, and a little bit of Dark Lightning Archer. I would recommend, Joe Mama, that you check the link that I will provide you in the chat right now. It also goes through the units that you need to upgrade and their, you know, recommended races. Well, that's 3 dust. Also mimics us, yeah. Karma. That's karma, am I right? Karma. Kurva karma. Okay, let's craft. Let's craft 6 weapons. 6 E-tier weapons. Are you ready? I'm not. I need to lubricate my throat a little bit. I'm not Polish, no. It's literally the only thing I know in Polish. I think most of people probably know that word. Wow, double physical damage staff. It's a staff. That's pretty much the only thing. Bone Dragon hates main account, yeah. Well, I have gotten a bunch of decent items. I can't deny that, but this one thing is evading me. These are horrible. These are absolutely horrible. I'm in 4,000 ways and I kill Legend Dragon in 15 seconds. That's really nice. That's really nice. I would definitely farm with that wave. With that kill time. Double crit chance fire damage. Crit chance skill level +1. I mean, this is the staff version of the accessory that we kept earlier. Like, with a better E-line. Boom. Earn this up. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. Fire Wizard meta? Yeah. Do I keep this is the question? If it wasn't fire damage, yeah, it would be a really nice succubus item. It was attack speed, poison damage, crit damage, whatever. Almost a good item. Okay, let's do this. Let's throw it on the fire wizard as well. What did I have in here? Well, no, I'm gonna destroy that. So here we go. Crit chance is better than bonus gold. E-line. So we'll now I have double crit chance fire damage in here. Double crit chance fire damage in here. On a... I'm not gonna be leveling that. On a hero that I likely will never use. Well. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Welcome. Do you go live often? Whenever I get chance. I try to do at least like once per week. Sometimes there might be a week when I don't have any time, but I try to do, maybe I'll try to do a bit more. Like I would like to do a bit more than that, but I try to do once per week at least. And whenever I do, this is a bad one, I try to do them like, I like to schedule it at least the day before, and also try to post in my Discord whenever I'm going live, so people might be able to join in, because I absolutely love chatting with you guys. It really makes the farming as well much better, much more enjoyable. Thank you for the sub. Another one, let's go. Thank you, appreciate it. The first CD item of the day, let's go. Let's go. It only took 12 crafts and 10 drops to get the CD. The archer range skill level, there's not really much point in that. In E-lines, and same goal for the perfect kill, for perfect gold, for example, and so on. Give me the CD, I need for my defender. I would love to. Critical damage, physical damage, flying damage. It's not really a great, like, if it's a first CD hammer you get, then it goes for your orc band, for your wave build. Or if you are in free auto battle, then it goes for your smith in your wave build. Just for the CDE line. Otherwise, it's not really great. It could go on Zeus for the flying damage and critical damage, but it's not really great for a damage dealer. It's not really great for a damage dealer. Put a tower rune on it. Yeah, you could also use it on a tower, just for the CDE line. Personally, I don't need this item, so I'm gonna be destroying it. But yeah, the first E items you get, you always keep them, because you can stack a lot of them in your builds. Or you can use it on Defender as well. If you use Defender, blue or red promotion, then you can use it on him as well. My boys would never use that trash item. If I recall correctly, Mr. Pachiyama, you might have some history about using a pretty terrible item on some of your certain damage dealer hero in the past. Am I correct? Can you show me the weapon and bracelet at Mad Giant? These are, well, these are not the items I have been using on my giants. Like, this is something I have thrown in here because I didn't want to mat it. But this, on the other hand, is the item I have been using on my giants previously. So I would probably want to show this. Not as bad as that, though. Really? This one I haven't actually ever used on my giants, but it's in here in case they do make a return. Yeah, that's so. This sword is. It doesn't really get any better than this. It's a shame. It doesn't have any use in the current meta. It's a shame. It's a complete shame. 9.6 runes should be illegal. I mean, yeah, you could min max and go for 10% because of the other rolls, but I think the fact that they are both exactly the same roll kind of makes it look nice. And fun fact, when I got that item as a drop, when I got that sword, it was from a Bone Dragon, I didn't have any good attack speed runes saved up, so I had to go and farm Beginner Dungeon. And I got those 2 runes almost back to back, and they both had exactly the same attack speed roll. So I kind of took it as a sign that I have to use these on that sword. Tip Worm, better to have double critical or double attack speed. Double critical is better for your... if you want to use Worm in farming as well. Double attack speed is also good. And most likely more than enough for waving purposes, for mana recovery purposes. What if you use passive of Archer? What passive of Archer? 10% runes would make that the best looking item in the game. It's true. I have gotten very few 10% attack speed runes in the past. I think I have gotten like 2. And one of them is in here actually. Yeah, it would probably serve more purpose in that sword than in here, but it is what it is. Do you have to equip the hero that has an E item for the skill line to actually work, or just equip? You have to have the hero on your setup, or like on your castle, on your lineup, for that E item to work. So yeah, like if I have something in here for Druid, on Druid for example, because the Druid is not in my build, I don't get the E effect from those lines. So they have to be in the build. They have to be physically in the build. One of my first ever attack speed runes was 10%. Damn, congratulations. Then after that, physical summon got nerfed. Yeah, I had the chance to use that for a little while, but not for long enough. I'm too scared to use. You should really be careful on what you use that on. Like, wait for a good item. Wait for a really good item. An item, if it's an item you will probably never need to replace, then it's worthy of that rune. Meanwhile, any other item can use any 8-9% runes. Hey David, welcome. How's it going? How's it going? I've been told to only use them on damage dealer 4 out of 4s. That is a very solid advice. Possibly on a crowd controller, but yeah, the best thing would likely be on a damage dealer. Like Succubus, for example. Wow, look at that! 29 plus 29 gold per hit! We are rich, baby, we are rich. We should put this on our town assets and get amazing amount of gold. Keep it and put a double, put the gold per hit runes. No. As cool as that would look, I have a serious issue of lacking space in my that was a double cooldown 8-tier bow, by the way, back to back. I have a serious lack of inventory space. Like, really serious. I did destroy a couple of items before the stream, so I think I have probably like 5 slots. And we have kept, well, we have kept 2 items, but I placed them on Fire Visage, so it doesn't really count. So yeah, we have like 5 slots probably. I've been hunting for 30 gold per hit runes, 10% ace-based side effect. Damn. What do you usually do except growcastle? Eat, sleep, game, repeat. If we talk about what do I usually like play, for example, very little lately actually. A little bit of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, just enough to get me in rage mode because I keep on losing, and some random games a little bit, but very little. Eat, sleep, growcastle, repeat. I should make a shirt. A t-shirt. Eat, sleep, bone, repeat. How would you like that? And with no growcastle texture, so people would be wondering, what on earth is that? What on earth is that t-shirt? The bone text should be on green font, I believe. It's a shame we don't have growcastle merchandise. Such a shame. Okay, we got another drop. Bonus gold, stun, attack speed, flat damage. If it was something else than flat damage, stun line for example, then it might be a worth keeping. I do not need this. Sleep, mimic, chance, repeat. That's pushing it. That's pushing it a little bit. Not gonna lie. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Both of you, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Uh, 32,000 waves, what builds should I use? Ninlam, either pure Town Archers or Lightning and Town Archer. Most likely what I would recommend for you is Lightning and Town Archers. So I will link you the playlist in chat for those builds. They are also linked in the description as well. Thank you for the sub. Yeah, you're raining subs. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Maybe one day in the next like 10 years of playing growcastle, maybe we can hit 100,000 subs in growcastle. Maybe. We just need to get every single growcastle player ever to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that just might work. So get your friends, brothers, sisters, mothers, grandmothers, cats and dogs, everyone, get them to subscribe. How do you put the guild chat on the main screen? I always watch your videos and I was curious to do it myself, but I can't. What do you mean? What do you mean about guild chat? Growcastle has 10 million downloads. Yeah, do you have any ideas how we can get those 10 million to subscribe? Because I would warmly welcome all of them. Growcastle would probably sponsor. No, that's the one thing that won't happen. Growcastle will never sponsor anyone. The developer just won't. But yeah, what's guild chat on the main screen? See you. Nope, that's not the DC Dagu. You're good to go. See you next time, y'all. See you next time. 12th e-drop. It continues the same style we have done previously in these drops today. They are absolutely horrible. Just advertise farming as gacha, but you gamble your life, not money? Well, that is true. That is true. I don't even want to count the hours. How much we have done Bone Dragon. How much I have done Bone Dragon. Can you help me get the DCD flat staff? I'm sending you the energy you need. This will totally work. Boom. You will get one in the next 6,400 defense. Trust me. In my first time I played the game, I thought it will be boring, but when I discovered how much the game very complex, I love it. Yeah. I mean, what I first initially liked about the game is the simple, like, clean graphics of the game. Like, it doesn't even try to be in any way of, like, 3D or realistic or anything. It's just silly, simple cartoon graphics. The second thing wasn't Mimic Chances that I fell in love with this game. But yeah, that was the initial thing that I liked about the game. And it just kept on becoming more and more complex the more you get into it, so that also kinda, it sucks you in a way. Best orb for Town Archer for waving is the Orb of Power. This one. Hey, welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. I already have 88,000. Yeah. But it's really soon. It's gonna be dropping really soon. Should I upgrade DLA 10k first or Zeus? I would go for Zeus. I mean, getting Orb with DLA would maybe help you a little bit with farming. But you should have Town Archers. Ooh, another E-drop. Let's go. You should have Town Archers and Thor at 10k at that point, and that alone should make your dragon farming quite fast. So I would just go with Zeus. Yeah, another bad item. Another bad bow. Another 3 dust for us. It's okay. I have completely forgotten to spend any crystals on Nacho. I'm really hating leveling the castle parts. I upgrade down Nazi quite a lot. That's good. In the current meta, that's good. It's never a bad thing. My favorite thing about growcastle is Archer range E-lines. Hey, we all have something we adore about this game. For some, it's Archer range E-lines. Okay, let me just spend these crystals. We can do one bone like this. Dang, dang, there we go. 60 crystals spent on Cloud Nacho. So Nacho is waving now in here. Well, not waving because I spent crystals, but yeah, you know, you get the point. It's on LD Cloud. There we go. Boom. My first E item was CDE. That is some really nice luck. That is some really nice luck. Good morning, Pedro. I'm from Finland. From Finland. Where are you from? Cool accent. I don't know about that, but thank you very much. Oh, another one. 15 E items. 15 times 3. 45 dust. Well, we kept 1, so minus that. Crit chance, chain lightning. This would be like a decent Thor item. Poison damage is useless, leader summon defense is useless for Thor, but yeah. Crit chance and chain lightning is not a bad combination for Thor. So keep that if you don't have a better one. My first CDE was a DCD, terrible roll, so well, hey. Double cooldown, CDE. It's a double cooldown CDE. Those are not really common. I started leveling Lightning Castle part, now I'm 6,400. Should I stop? For now I do Necromancer or continue? Well, you can just finish it if you want to 10k. Necromancer would give you 1 green orb. So technically it would be better. But yeah, ultimately you can do whichever you want first. Whichever you want, my friend. Hey, welcome. Sadly, unfortunately, I don't speak any Korean, but we are very much welcome. I hope my weird English is understandable for you. My favorite food and drink. Like dinner food. Oh, another one. 16 E-items. This one, technically, like this is an item you could use in your dragon hunting build on Edward. Damage reduction and damage skill level +1 life. I probably should have something pretty similar as you can see in here. Damage reduction and damage skill level +1 life. So, well, the damage skill level +1 line is the only real important thing about Edward. But for example... but yeah, my favorite drink, I'm gonna be boring, I'm gonna be adult, I'm gonna say water. Which is also the hardest one to say. Water. Well, water. I think it's my most consumed drink. I do like coffee a lot. I do like black coffee a lot. And I do like Pepsi Max, my favorite soda. I guess that's it for the favorite ones. And favorite food, that's a really hard one. I do like chicken and rice a lot. If someone makes a good chicken and rice, I do like that a lot. But in general, I like food. In general, food tastes good and eating is fun. So yeah, there's very little that I don't like. Says, what's your gold guild guide? And it's already effective. Happy to hear. Happy to hear, my friend. Happy to hear. Is completing Earth colonies worth it, or should I just something? It's very much worth it. Completing the Earth colonies carries your gold income for your first 100,000 waves or even more. Have fun at the gym, Osama. Do a couple of extra reps for all of us. Enjoy. Yeah. Completing the Earth colonies as early as you can is really beneficial for you. And if you're using Lightning and Town Archer build, there is an Earth colony. I wonder if I have it linked in here. But I have made a guide build video for the Earth colonies. For really early game accounts, if you want to check that out. That is most likely... Let me just open that. Yeah, I think that is the correct one. Yes. I have made a couple in the past, so that's the most recent one. Yes, 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 yes. 17 items. We are almost getting to the 20, which was the goal. We have like 5 minutes left, unfortunately, but we can sure try. We only need 3 more. How long does it take to kill Bone Dragon once on a new account? Like how long you have to play until you can kill Bone Dragon? Realistically, I would say 5 months. Like, sure, you can, like, maximize everything towards killing a dragon and do it earlier a little bit. But there's really no point in that. But, like, if you play, like, normally, then 5 months is probably pretty close to your progression speed. Especially, like, if you're free to play. Yeah, but bro, especially, like, if you are using Lightning Town Archer build right now, at your wave level, you will be able to complete all of them right now with that build. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Would you like to run a 12-hour marathon? Like run? I'm a nerd who plays mobile games on PC. Do you think I could run for a 12-hour marathon? Like, honestly, there was... In the past, like, I've never been much into running. But there was one summer when I really, like, tried to practice running. Like, I had, an actual, like, a workout plan for running. And I did the exercise, like, I went and run, and, like, you like, run for a couple of minutes, you walk a little bit. You run for a couple of minutes, and you walk. And then you increase the amount of running you do every week and so on. And, yeah, it worked. But I really never enjoyed it a lot. I much more enjoy, like, riding a bike, for example. Running is... It's just not for me. Why is the golden horn more stable than the treasure one? That can be very individual. Oh, look at that, second CD item of the day, and it's also a hammer. That can be very individual. But yeah, with the golden horn, then you can, instead of the treasure one, you can use some other treasure that can help you. That can also affect things a lot. Thunder Tower with Red Defender, I would not recommend it currently, no. It got nerfed in the past update, unless we get some sort of an update for them in the next update. Right now, they are weaker than what they were before. I would not go there. I would instead just go for Lightning and Town Archers without the Thunder Towers. That's much better right now. I'm gonna be also destroying this. I don't need the CD Hammer, but keep them if you get some. Why do you have the 3 witches? The 3 witches are here because of this skill node that gives me 5% increased damage per witch for my heroes, leader, tower, and castle boss. So just by having them there gives me 15% increased damage. That is the reason. Should I pay to win the horn or another slot hero? Preferably both. They are both extremely great because they are both permanent purchases. They last forever and they are both really great. The horn will give you much faster progression, but the 13 hero slot will help you in every game mode. It will make your every game mode easier. So depends what you want. Like, it depends what you want more. But I would just recommend getting both. Wow, double cooldown. Like, look at that. Both are the same rolls as well. 4.7, 4.7. What is grass? Hello, Daco. How are you doing? How do you balance work times and grinding the game, streaming and making videos? It is not always easy. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of my free time goes towards recording and editing videos. It takes a lot of my free time. It's sometimes... Like, I wish I could just do it full time, like I could actually get a living from this, and I could just do videos every day. Yeah, it's a bit tough. I don't really have much other hobbies apart from this. So it just basically means that making a video means that I will have less time to actually play the games. It is what it is. But I like it anyway. I love it anyway. Got the same item today. With exactly the same rolls as well. Okay, I want to try and get one more drop. I would be satisfied with 19 drops instead of 20. But realistically I have like 2 minutes. So let's try. Speedrunning, 1 E-drop. Let's go. I'm 100 levels of 10k TA. That is really close. You can get it today. Go you, Herb. How's it going? How many CDEs do you have on the new account? In your way build. How much behind am I? Tell me now. Perfect time for stream for lunch. Yeah, I'm also gonna be going in like 1 minute. What are you having for lunch? 15? 15! Damn, I have 10. I have 10 right now, and I was so proud of myself. 15! Insane. How much Bone Dragon defense? Well, CDEs at 820,000 waste, that's also really good. Damn. Which part of the game for you is more fun? I would say probably where Cloud Nacho is right now, because you can like get endgame items and you don't have that many of them yet, so you get that rush of getting something good. Like early game, for the first time you're playing, like early game is nice because you get to do so much different things. You get to conquer different colonies. You get to like slowly get to harder dungeons, harder dragons, and so on. Yes, there we go, 19 items. But once you have done that a couple of times, it doesn't really excite me anymore that much. But like getting to bone dragon farming is really nice. 30,000, okay, I'm 7,000 defense behind, and I need to get 5 CDEs in the next 7,000 defense on Nacho. Appreciate it, Pedro. Appreciate it, and I hope you have great success with your game as well. Which hero is top tier? There's a lot of good heroes. It really depends on the build you are using. So if you're using lightning build, then Thor, Zeus, Dark Lightning Archer are the top tier ones. If you're using poison build, then Succubus and Sarah are the top tier ones. Those are probably the best ones, like most commonly used in your builds right now. 4 CDEs and 900,000 waves. Well, I was around there with Cloudnutzer as well, but like once you can get started with the Bone Dragon farming, you really start to get more and more and more of those CD items much faster. So yeah, having 4 or 5 CDEs before you get Bone Dragon farming started is, I would say, pretty normal. Pure Wizard is top tier? Yeah, well, Pure Wizard and Necromancer are like the bread and butter of your builds. If you don't have them, you are nerfing yourself. You are shooting yourself in the leg. Big time. Okay, let's craft 2 more items first, fast, and then we go. 1. Cooldown staff, not a double cooldown, not an IQ. Close one. The closest we have gotten a DC IQ staff today. Of course. Of course, bro. Of course, it's a mimic chance. Well, with this, I think it's perfectly great time to end this stream. So, thank you very much for watching again. I hope to see you in the next one as well, and also in the Discord if you are not there yet. The Discord link is linked in the description, and I will also link it for you. Well, it's in the chat right now. I will link you again. Link it again in the chat. Have a great weekend. Have a great rest of the week, and I will see you hopefully in the early parts of next week in most likely Cloudnutzer farming stream, but we'll see. Or maybe main. Depends what I want to do. Okay. Stay safe, my friends. Have fun. See you. Bye. Moikka. Heippa.